Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for an informative and exciting webinar to discover all about celebrity cruises. My name is Johanna de Guzman. I'm the Manager of Industry Relations for North American Travel Trade Membership here at CLIA, and I'm going to quickly go through some housekeeping before introducing our presenter. The webinar will run for about 40 to 45 minutes with time for questions at the end. Please feel free to type your questions into the questions module of the webinar, and we will get to them at the conclusion of the presentation. This webinar is being recorded and will be posted on CLIA's YouTube channel, CLIA Global. It is my pleasure to introduce our speaker, Vice President of Sales, the Americas, Katina Athanasiou. With more than 20 years in the industry, Katina brings a wealth of experience to Celebrity Cruises sales organization, including most recently serving as Senior Vice President Sales at Silversea Cruises. Prior to that, she served as Chief Sales Officer for Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, among a variety of other sales management roles for the line's brands. Katina has a bachelor's degree in business communications from the Florida State University and is a member of Chief, a private network focused on connecting and supporting women executive leaders. Her experience and knowledge brings invaluable assets to Celebrity Cruises as the fleet grows and offers a variety of options to sail to every continent. And with that, take it away, Katina.
Thank you so much, Joanna. I appreciate it. And welcome, everybody. Welcome to this month's CLIA webinar. Happy Travel Advisor Appreciation Day and month. If any of you joined our Seas Today yesterday, we have a ton of great opportunities this entire month, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today during our webinar. But we've broken up this section on what's now, new, and coming, and I'm super excited to talk through new and exciting things that are happening with the brand. So we're going to start with what's now happening. And you might have heard over the last couple of weeks, we recently introduced a new brand campaign and positioning. And for those of you that have known and loved the brand for so long, you know that we kind of transitioned and moved from modern luxury to sail beyond borders to relaxed luxury resorts at sea. And quite frankly, we've searched for our identity for a couple of years. But I am thrilled to tell you that through a ton of research, because it is super important to us, we've found exactly who we are, how we can articulate that, and what you tell us and your guests, most importantly, tell us that we're known for. So we worked together first insights from our guests, how they like to travel, who they like to travel with, both from a demographic and a psychographic perspective, and also what they're looking for. And what we found, probably not a surprise, is that our guests are comfort seekers. They like to explore on their own, but kind of on their own terms. And in the easiest way possible, they want a lot of the comforts, creature comforts from home as they're traveling to unique and different destinations. So most foremost, our customer and our guest is 45 plus. And while most of them travel in couples, we do have a portion that travel with their older children. So we are what I like to call a travel with kids brand, not a travel for kids brand. And strategically, we focus on what we call a cultural indulger. So again, they really are looking to learn and visit new places, but find still things that are comfortable to them. And when we talk to guests about what stands out from Celebrity, how we stand out, the word that kept coming up was better. They would tell us that we were better with our service, that our food and quality was better than our competitive set. They talked to us about the accommodations and the activities and entertainment, and they kept using the term, well, you're just better than everybody else. And where we landed on in terms of where we sit in the market is an elevated positioning. And we are maniacally focused on ensuring that we can help deliver an elevated experience for all of our guests, your clients that come aboard Celebrity. So this is what will help us stand out from the rest and continue to deliver amazing, elevated, premium vacations. So what does that mean exactly, right? You might have heard if you've joined our C's today, we've also created kind of an elevator pitch for us. And while for me, I don't love reading all the words on a slide, I'm going to take a minute to read this because not only do words matter, the tone in which we show up on our new positioning and campaign also matters. And I'll talk a little about that after this slide. So this is our elevator pitch. Celebrity is different, as in you'll never want to vacation any other way, kind of different. Every detail is elevated beyond what you ever thought a vacation could be. You'll enjoy the intimate feel and thoughtful service of a smaller ship, the variety and excitement of a bigger one, and experiences you won't find anywhere else. So if you want to explore the world or get away from it for a while, nothing comes close to Celebrity Cruises. So we're super excited about how we are working through the positioning and campaign, but there's no better way to really talk about this than to show you. So Mikey, if you can take it away, let's show our video super quickly.
I feel like new sunglasses, like a brand new pair of jeans. I feel like taking chances. I feel a lot like 17. I feel like windows roll down new city streets and cabs. I feel like anything can happen, laughing. You take me right back when we were kids. Never thought I'd feel like this, like when I brand new.
How fun is that, right? So before we go to the next slide, or we can, no problem, but I did want to talk a little bit about, because I mentioned not only do words matter, but also tone. And what you're going to see coming from us with our new campaign and new positioning is a bit more approachability and a bit more authenticity about the emotional connection and the experience that your guests get on board with Celebrity Cruises. So it's a little confident, it's a little fun, super approachable, and really wanting us to showcase our elevated premium setting across the entire industry and ensuring that we can create that emotional connection through what we're calling a true eye view of imagery, which is really about imagery and assets that almost look as if you have been taking the picture and you're a part of exactly what's being shown. So less staged and more active engagement and emotional connection. So super excited about Nothing Comes Close. That is our new campaign. I hope you are as well. And for those of you that don't yet know all about it, you can absolutely join our Facebook group. This is our private Facebook group that is only for travel advisors. And there's a couple of things that I want to talk about here. First and foremost, this is the image of what you'll find. So you need to type in Facebook, the celebrity commitment to our travel partners. This will be the image. There was an older page that wasn't private. We have since transitioned to this one here. There's over 6,400 partners, and I'm expecting all of you to join today on this. So you can scan this QR code and join. There will be a short survey of questions to ensure that that you are a valid travel advisor, of course. So when you click on this QR code, it'll take you right to that link and you can answer the short questions. We'll validate and then welcome to our group, because we have a ton of information, not only that we share on a daily basis, but we're talking about the new brand campaign. We're continuing to share assets. We have a ton of fun giveaways, and it's also a great opportunity for advisor to advisor to connect, which happens super frequently. So if you aren't currently a member, please, please, please join. And talking about joining. And one of the reasons that I love today, there's two reasons. One, today starts Travel Advisor Appreciation Month, and two, I'm doing the CLIA webinar. So it's like a double whammy for me. But similar in talking through the elevated lens of how we continue to deliver elevated premium experiences for our guests, we're elevating our gratitude for all of you. And while technically today is Travel Advisor Appreciation Day, one day is just simply not enough, folks. So we plan to use the entire month on ways that we can continue to show and share our gratitude. And for us, partly it is about giving away some really fun prizes, because you know what? You work hard, you deliver amazing experiences for your guests and clients, and it's our way to just say thank you for allowing Celebrity to be a part of that. So a couple of things that are going on this month, super important. Take a snapshot of this page, and also you want to be able to either access our website that it's dedicated to, which is www.thecelebritycommitment.com. It's on the bottom left. And also our private Facebook group that we just talked about, because you'll get all of this information there. But essentially, we have cruise giveaways going the entire month. We have 2 cruises that we're offering. One that is anywhere that you want to travel, 7 nights, cruise for 2. And then the other one is specific to our beautiful, beautiful ship in the Galapagos Celebrity Flora. There are criteria required for entry, so make sure that you look at either the Celebrity Commitment or our Facebook group to be able to figure out how to sign on and register. We also have Facebook giveaways going every single day starting today through May 10th. So for 2 weeks, we have Facebook giveaways happening every single day. Our prizes are valued at over $15,000. It is tremendous, and you don't want to miss it. And we also have double reward points for the first 2 weeks of May as well. So if you're not familiar with Celebrity Rewards, we're going to make sure that we explain that to you so that you know. And you can find all of that information on thecelebritycommitment.com or again on our Facebook page. So what's new? That was stuff that's now. Now we're going to talk about stuff that's new. I don't know if you've heard, but we recently arrived at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Last Tuesday and Wednesday, Perfect Day at Coco Cay had the opportunity to welcome Reflection First and Then Beyond for her and their inaugural visits to this gorgeous, gorgeous destination. And the time has come to take our travel partners and our guests to really enjoy our #1 rated destination across all of Royal Caribbean Group. And it was a spectacular first entry for both of these ships. You can read this for yourself. These are direct comments that we got from travel partners and guests who were sailing. So don't just take our word for it. There were so many people that were a little bit trepidatious about, what's it going to be like? This is Royal Caribbean's island. How is Celebrity going to show up, and what's the experience going to be like? So I'll tell you that it was spectacular. And our NPS scores, our guest satisfaction scores were off the charts. Our guests were incredibly happy. And these are just some amazing photos that our travel partners took while they were visiting Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So we wanted to take the opportunity to first say thank you to our travel partners who shared, and thank you for continuing to sail with us. I promise you, this is a tremendous destination and opportunity for you to share with your clients, especially with options on short Caribbean for people to do an and vacation. So talking about stuff that's new, our Celebrity May offer. So this is our brand offer, which is the 75% off second guest. We also have bonus savings that are happening throughout the week, and they they taper down. So between Friday and Monday, we have bonus savings that are up to $200 per stateroom. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. On Tuesday and Wednesday, that bonus saving drops down to $150. That's Tuesday and Wednesday. On Thursday, it resets. So there's not an additional bonus savings offer, and then it kicks back up on Friday. So true opportunity for you to make sure that you're delivering the best value and offer for your guests Friday through Monday, which is the maximum of our bonus savings. We also are running third and fourth sale free. That will continue for the next week. So if you have girls getaways and families that are looking to travel either on short Caribbean options or again that and vacation, we absolutely have amazing promotions and offers for you. So what's next for our great brand? Let's talk a little bit about it. I've been talking to a lot of advisors over the last couple of weeks about finishing the year strong. I think all of you have experienced, like we have, and we're so appreciative for it. We had a tremendous start to the year. Our wave season was fantastic. Our travel partner business is off the charts. And so we're so grateful for all that you guys are doing to continuing to sell Celebrity Cruises. Now it's time to make sure that we're super laser focused on finishing the year strong. And what does that mean? It's really about closing in on the opportunities for late Europe business, post-Olympics, because we keep hearing about potential flight costs and it's getting crowded and so forth around the Olympics time. So this is really an opportunity for you to talk to your clients about Q3 and into Q4, Europe business. We actually have a ship sailing there year round, which is a fantastic option, but really looking at Q3 and Q4 Europe business to be able to provide your clients an awesome opportunity, which can't be highlighted too strongly with our holiday sailings. This is also the time in which guests are starting to think through where they'll travel for the holidays. So my favorite part of traveling over the holidays is, of course, not being obligated to host, although I love my amazing family. Sometimes just not having to cook for 20, 30, and upwards of 60 people. That is a true story. And cleaning, and I don't even have to worry about it. It's all done for me on the ship. So if you are like me and want to enjoy that, start thinking through holiday options to present to your clients. Also, something that's new and coming on the horizon, our beautiful Celebrity Excel. We cannot wait to welcome her into our family. This will be the last of the Edge Class series. She is currently open for booking. We welcome her to the family in November of 2025, and she's booking well, and I have a huge thanks to all of you for that. So let's talk about some highlights of her itineraries. This is really about starting in November when we take delivery of her. She'll come over from Europe. We'll have a couple of inaugural sailings with her, and then she'll be straight away working through her Caribbean itinerary and deployment. We've got gorgeous itineraries alternating on 7 nights that are either going east or west. It's a perfect opportunity for those guests who are looking to do something a little bit longer and want to create a back-to-back opportunity. We've got gorgeous itineraries, great timing on this beautiful new vessel. She is open for sale, so you want to make sure that you can absolutely take advantage of that with our current offers that are happening now. So I know, a ton of information, but all amazing stuff. And we're so excited to be able to have the opportunity, one, to chat with you guys and share what's new and now and coming. And we want to make sure that we can remind you, not only is our, this QR code will take you to the Celebrity Commitment, which is really our one-stop shop of where to find everything about support for sales and marketing, our contact information for your local sales representative. It can actually take you to our private Facebook group. So it really is the one-stop shop, which is fantastic. This is an opportunity for you to bookmark that once you click on the QR code. Obviously, our brand offer. Don't forget our bonus overlays that happen, with the best overlay happening Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And of course, our gorgeous new ship, Excel, that we can't wait to welcome to our family and can't wait to welcome you aboard. So, Johanna, a lot of information, I know. Let's open up the floodgates.
Katina, that is a great webinar presentation. If you could you actually go back to the QR code within the slides? Because I know a lot of our attendees were like, wait, go back.
Absolutely. And so there's two. So I believe this is the first one to our private Facebook group. We'll hang out here for just a second to make sure that you can snap this QR code. And then if I'm not mistaken, slide 20, team, should be the QR code for the Celebrity Commitment. And we can head over to that slide and make sure that our travel partners can take a snapshot of that as well.
And I
Perfect.
see here on the Facebook page, on the private Facebook page, you guys are doing special giveaways. Is there anything that the attendees need to do to get into that Facebook page that you guys want to make sure that they do?
Yeah, so we have a short survey. As soon as you get onto the private Facebook page, we have a short survey of questions just to validate that everybody is a travel advisor, which is part of the reason that we went from a public group to a private group, because while we had grown exponentially, which is fantastic, we realized that not everybody was a travel advisor. And so we want to make sure that we are rewarding and recognizing our partners first and foremost. So there's a short survey that you can complete, and then we validate, and bam, you're in.
Perfect. And I know that the attendees are probably so excited to see what those special giveaways are in that Facebook group. Is there anywhere that the attendees can create an account, that they can learn more or access Celebrity Cruises from a travel agent perspective?
Yes, so if you guys are familiar with, and that second QR code is really the best, which is thecelebritycommitment.com. And it is really the best one-stop shop that will allow you the opportunity for everything and anything from a sales perspective, a marketing perspective. It'll allow you direct access not only to our Facebook group, but into Espresso, which is our booking engine if you're not familiar. And if you're not familiar with how to use this from an automation perspective, absolutely connect with your local sales manager. We have a contact us section on thecelebritycommitment.com, and you can connect with your local sales manager, and we can walk through the automation process, how to find the tools and assets to make sure that you're set up successfully.
Perfect. And I'm so glad that you brought up the booking process. There are a few specific questions that I think would be beneficial to the entire group. Could you just speak on how travel agents could set up multiple payments or like a payment plan for their clients?
Girl, I love you. Thank you for asking that question. So for those of you that may not know, we, alongside our sister brand Royal Caribbean, have something called FlexPay. And while I know the name can be a little innocuous, it is not a payment, it is not a layaway program, okay? FlexPay is an opportunity for you to what we call set it and forget it. And what that means is you can take the payments due on a booking and divide them by either 2 if you wanted, right? Standard deposit and final payment. You could divide them up to 10 different payments if your client wanted the opportunity to divide up their payments and not just pay final payment all at once in one full swoop. But you can set it with the credit card at the booking time. You can go back and do it later if you want to talk to them and they decide later on. But it allows you the opportunity to literally set it and forget it. And it's beautiful for 2 reasons. One, it's extreme convenience for your guests. And it allows them to determine when they want to pay what for their cruise. The second, and probably most important, is that it alleviates any concern or issue of forgetting final payment. And partners, when I tell you this is a real thing, and we deal with it every day, that for some reason, either the guest didn't come back to you to confirm, you might have been traveling, for some reason, final payment was missed. And I'm going to tell you, it's getting really, really, really difficult for us to be able to do anything about it, because once that cabin is released, oftentimes somebody else picks it up and we don't have the same cabin available. And at that point, it's also going to be at prevailing rates. So FlexPay is an enormous opportunity to save you time, which is money, and just convenience so that we don't forget about final payment.
Perfect. I'm sure that everyone was taking notes. And just to stay on the topic of booking, a more specific question is in regards to the port of sale that Celebrity sails out of. Are there any sailings coming out of Puerto Rico or Galveston specifically?
Great questions. At this time, we don't have Galveston. And the reality is that while we are large, we're still kind of medium-sized in terms of our ships, right? So at this time, given the fleet size that we have, we don't have Galveston on our roster. I would tell you, though, it is something that we talk about as we look at strategic growth across the brand over the coming years and what that could look like in terms of port content and destinations. So it is absolutely on our radar, but today we don't.
Thank you for that clarification. I'm sure that all of our attendees are crossing their fingers. A few people were yelling Galveston, please, in the chat. So that people are very excited to see how Celebrity expands over the next coming years. And then just another question. How long is the second passenger 75% off, I guess, deal or special that you guys are having running for?
Yeah, great question. So right now we've committed through the month of May. If my hunch serves me correctly, I suspect that it'll probably be through June. But right now we have an absolute commitment through the month of May that we will run the 75% off second guest, including the overlays that I discussed, which is the up to $200 off Friday through Monday, the up to $150 Tuesday and Wednesday, and then a reset, thank you, and then a reset on Thursday. So right now, committed through the month of May, likely through the month of June.
Great. So they've got about 2 months to take advantage of those offers. And a lot of our attendees here are very excited and would love to know more about the Celebrity Rewards program. If you could give them more information or any special tidbits about it.
Yes. So for those of you that don't know about Celebrity Rewards, it is our loyalty program for travel advisors. And let me tell you, like, this is a real deal loyalty program. So with every booking that you make, not only yes, you have your base commission, and that's standard, right? Through our Celebrity Rewards program, you can redeem, you enter in the booking information, and I'll talk about that in just a second, but you redeem additional cash for every single booking that you make over and above the base commission. It is our loyalty program to our travel partners. The website for that, you can get it through the commitment. There's a link to Celebrity Rewards, but it's also super easy. It's celebrityrewards.com. I'll do that one more time. Celebrityrewards, plural.com. So what you do is you create an account through celebrityrewards.com. And there's a little bit of piece that's cumbersome, and I'll explain why in just a second. But you create your account, and then you receive in the mail a physical reloadable MasterCard. It's not a credit card, it is a gift card. And you'll receive that in the mail. And with every booking that you go on to celebrityrewards.com and enter, we reload that gift card with additional cash that you can then go spend at Starbucks, at the mall, on your clients for gifts, whatever your heart desires. So it is our way to say thank you. It's an additional incentive. It's our loyalty program. And I will answer, because we talked about this a little bit over the last couple of weeks with partners, we do require a second step. So once you make the booking, you then have to go log the booking. And the reason we do that, I get it, it's cumbersome, but it's actually via a third party. And today we don't have the technology to allow our system to talk to said third party that allows it to just be automatic. So there is a step that requires you to do it, but I promise you it's worth the effort because it's extra cash.
And who doesn't like extra cash, right? Especially in the form of a gift card. No, that's great. And I'm sure you will be getting a lot more travel agents taking advantage of that incentive program, Katina. And just to go back to FlexPay, we did see a secondary question pop up here. When they set up FlexPay, can the payments continue after the cruise, or do all payments have to be completed prior to the cruise?
That's a great question. So I'm assuming for like a residual booking or a different booking, but it is per booking. So the FlexPay would stop once that booking sails. And then if there is another booking, then you would set up FlexPay again for the second booking. But good question.
Great clarification. Yeah. So just to be clear, your clients would need to pay prior to their sailing, but they can use that FlexPay option. That's very, very helpful. And Katina, While we wait here for a few more questions just to get filtered through, could you speak about, I guess, your favorite experience aboard one of your celebrity ships there?
Oh, goodness. Well, you want the favorite or most embarrassing?
Let's do favorite first, and then if you're willing to share the most embarrassing, I'm sure we'd love to hear it.
I have a funny story that I shared last year at a large conference. Okay, so my favorite, absolutely, I would say would be this Thanksgiving because I had the opportunity, so grateful to sail with my family aboard Celebrity Ascent. The Ascent had just come out. And funny enough, we were actually able to take delivery of her early, which is like unheard of in the industry. And we took delivery of her early and we opened up 2 brand new sailings around the Thanksgiving time. And one happened to be over Thanksgiving. So remember me talking about holidays and not wanting to be home? That's not true. But I was like, yes, sign me up. I would love the opportunity to not have to cook for Thanksgiving. So my husband and I and my 2 kids got to travel, and it was a short but amazing time together. I was so proud. It was the first new ship that I was able to bring out in this role and with the brand, and so there were so many proud moments for me to be able to showcase that to my family and my kids especially. So that's probably my best so far. And then I'll go if we have a second for the embarrassing. If you
Yeah,
really want.
we've got about 30 more minutes. So if you'd love to
God,
share it, I'd love to hear it.
Okay, so about a year and a half ago, I was working for our sister brand, as you mentioned, Silver Sea Cruises, and Celebrity was welcoming the Celebrity Beyond at that time, and so I was invited to participate in some of the inaugural festivities. We love to have our sister brands and executive leaders come and experience that. So I was on the Celebrity Beyond as a Silver Sea employee at the time, and I had a gorgeous infinite veranda room. And usually on inaugurals, it is crazy, right? It's really busy. You're back to back to back meetings and, talking with partners, which is amazing. And then you run to your room and you change super quickly for either a reception or dinner. And then you're back and then you change. And then, so it's crazy, right? So I had checked in, threw my bags in the room, left to go do a bunch of different events. I had 15 minutes before dinner. I run back to the room so I could change. And it was as like it was when I checked in. So all the windows or the curtains, everything was open, but it was pitch dark outside. We had been sailing. So pitch dark outside, no problem. I'm changing. I'm trying to hang up some stuff that I know I need, and I'm changing now for dinner. And when I say that, I mean like I've taken off my clothes. And something in the corner of my eye like catches, like there's this light. And I turn around and I look, and I see the magic carpet, which for those of you that know the Edge class ships, there is a magic carpet that is the platform that takes people up and down from different levels. So as I turn and I look, the magic carpet is literally coming down by my window. And I panic because the curtains are open and I'm changing. And so I leapt on the floor as if I were like being contacted by the SWAT team. Like head down, face down, everything. And I'm just like praying, please don't let anybody see me. Please don't let anybody know who I am. Please don't let anybody see me. And I'm like waiting for this magic carpet to come down. And like, I kind of peek my eyes just a little bit to see like, is it gone yet? And it's coming down and I realize there's nobody on it.
Well, you were safe even if there were people on it.
So I am now like laughing hysterically at myself because nobody else was in the room. I sit on my bed and for like uncontrollable laughter for like 5-10 minutes. I go to dinner and I happen to see Dondra Ritzenthaler and I tell her this story and she starts cracking up at me. And for those of you that know Dondra, she's like, honey, I don't know why you were so worried. We don't move with people on that thing. It always moves empty.
That is a great story, and I'm so thankful that I was able to hear it. Thank you so much for sharing that. And now everyone knows when they're aboard, the magic carpet moves empty, so they don't have to worry about it.
Oh my God,
That is great. And I'm glad that you brought up your first experience as a board Celebrity Beyond, but I know that you mentioned Celebrity Excel is coming, and we were hoping that you would be able to share with us anything more about Celebrity Excel or any special things that you can tell us.
I wish I could. All I can tell you is that, yes, she's open for booking, and we are going to have multiple new experiences and offerings aboard Excel that will still be the elevated premium service and look and feel that you expect of Celebrity and of the Edge class. But there will be multiple new offerings and experiences that I can't wait to talk about. I just can't talk about them yet.
Well, I hope that they take advantage of the open for bookings now and they log into the Celebrity Cruises portal so that they can get in touch with their BDMs, and hopefully we'll see more clients on board Celebrity Excel. And just to move to a different topic, for our travel agents who are looking to learn a little bit more specifically about Celebrity Cruises, does Celebrity offer trainings or any seminars at sea?
We do. Great questions. So there's a couple of things, and if you follow us on Facebook, you'll get this information as they happen and as the schedule rolls out. But we typically do once a month what we call Seas Today, SEAS, haha. And we do typically a once a month large format webinar once a month. In addition to those, we also have broader based what we call learning series, but what those are like micro learning sessions. So sometimes people can't take 45 minutes to listen to a webinar. So we do these micro learning sessions that are typically, and team, keep me honest, I think is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday that we offer these, and they're like 15 or 20 minute, sometimes 10 spurts of informational sessions that we do on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It might be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but the team can keep me honest there. And so we have micro learning sessions that happen as well. And then we also do a ton of not only localized training through our sales managers, our amazing sales managers who are out in the field. We also have opportunities for learning seminar at Seas. And you'll find that information available on the celebritycommitment.com. There's also opportunities through your sales manager to gain access for a day visit if you happen to live in a port city or close to. So there's tons of opportunities, but I will say that the best place is going to be our Facebook group because we always post what's coming down from there.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for expanding on that. And your team just pinged me and said that it is Tuesday to Thursday and Celebrity Learning Essential webinars. And you guys actually have one coming up May 14th and 16th. So everybody mark your calendars for that. And we did have a question here to go back to bookings. Some of our attendees are asking if you could share some information on solo travelers aboard Celebrity ships.
Yes. So we do have offerings for solos, and depending upon the voyage, depending upon the product, the time, there's different offerings in terms of promotional offers and pricing. So in peak season, it's going to be super tough because in peak season, we typically fill the ships at double capacity and higher in some instances. So the offerings and special promos are going to be significantly limited in peak season, but there's tremendous opportunity. And actually on the celebritycommitment.com, we have a flyer and there's an offers, promos and offers, and there's a singles PDF, if I'm not mistaken, but there's an opportunity where you can look at all of the single offerings and rates. So we have some that are at 125% up. And it's dependent upon voyage and how that's pacing and the load factor and so forth. But we absolutely have options.
Great, great. That's great to know. And I hope that that answered everyone's questions about the solo traveling. And Katina, could you speak about the discount coupons that are offered to travel agents that sail with you guys on board?
The discount coupons.
It says, I think one of your team members had seen a question about the graduate benefits, including discount coupons each time a
Yes.
travel agent sails with you.
Yes. So through our celebrity learning, from the celebritycommitment.com, there's a lot of opportunities to do learning modules and classes and, kind of get badges and certifications in your proficiency with Celebrity Cruises. So it's accessed via the commitment. And then when you go to Cruising Power through that, it's accessed under the training tab. And we provide graduate benefits, if you will, in the form of discount coupons. So when you sail with us as a partner who's graduated and gone through these learning series, you have discount coupons that are available for use on board. So if you want a discounted beverage or package or offering for something that we have on board, you're able to utilize that discount once you've graduated, if you will, and gone through the learning classes.
Okay, so it is a benefit once they become a graduate of the online training program. Okay, well, that makes sense. And once they log on to the portal on where they access all this information, is there a place within the portal that they can find out who their BDM is? Like, let's say they live in one state but work for a travel agency in another state. Which BDM do they reach out to?
Absolutely. So on the celebritycommitment.com, which is this QR code here, there is I think I actually looked at it this morning. Team, remind me how we get there, because I know that there's a contact us, but I think it's through like news and updates. And then there's a contact us section, and that takes you directly to our page of sales team members, and you can sort by region. There's a drop down box. And so Canada is the default because it's the first in alphabetical order, and it'll allow you to drop down based on your region first. And I'm being told that you can even get it from the main page of the celebritycommitment.com. At the very bottom, there's a contact us, and you click on that, and then you can sort by region and area.
Perfect, and that is very helpful that it is right on that front page there. And Katina, let's go back to Celebrity Excel, because I know that probably everyone's so excited to see what it has to offer. Could you just speak about, across all of the fleet, could you speak about accessibility on board, ADA accommodations for clients that may need a wheelchair or a larger bathtub or anything like that?
Yeah, great question. So we absolutely have ADA accessible staterooms and suites available, but what I would say is that they do fill up quickly. So it's really important that as you work with customers who may need accommodations like that you work to help narrow down the options in which they, the product and date and ship and so forth as early as possible, to make sure that we can secure the accommodations that they want. But yes, we absolutely have them across every ship.
Great. And just to stay on the topic of life on board as a client, if I had any dietary needs or dietary restrictions, do I work directly with you all on board when I get on, or do I work with my travel agent?
Well, hopefully you are a travel agent. So you would work with your the customer would work with their travel advisor prior to, so that we can capture that information, excuse me, so that we can capture that information ahead of time and notify the ship in advance. And then typically what happens is that once you're on board, that information is filtered through the ship, and depending upon the level of your restriction or allergy, some guests may meet directly with our executive chef, depending upon, again, how severe your allergy is. But we do offer what I'll call somewhat standard, allergy restrictions today: gluten-free, nut-free options. We offer everything everywhere. So depending upon the severity, you could actually also meet with the chef on board and talk through, here's where I'm going to dine tonight, or here's where I'm going to dine tomorrow, so that the ship is ready for you.
Perfect. So they make dining on board very I guess, easy and flexible and just unique to everyone. Yeah, no, that's great. And just last question here before we wrap up, Katina, could you speak about if there are meeting spaces aboard, or if I wanted to host a special dinner for my birthday or whatever it is, are there spaces on board like that?
Yes, you know, groups are a huge part of our business, and our partner groups are incredibly beneficial for both your guest and us collectively together as a business. So there are absolutely meeting spaces. There are opportunities to do private functions, be it morning, noon, night, receptions, dinners, and oftentimes buyouts in certain restaurants. It really comes down to the size of your group and the needs. The one thing I talk to with advisors about is if it's a group that is used to doing a lot of group business in a hotel, in almost every instance, we can accommodate the needs. It just looks different, right? Because we don't have standard ballrooms that are what I call dead space until they're activated, right? We utilize every square inch of the ship. So, so it's important that you work through with your sales manager in talking about the expectations and the needs. Most importantly, it's the needs and the objectives of the group. But in almost every instance, we absolutely have the space that can accommodate the needs and objectives. We just need to know about it in advance so we can help you find the perfect ship and date.
Great. And I'm assuming that is across all of the celebrity fleet that there are those spaces on board.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. And I just saw a couple questions just come in, and so I think that they're important to highlight, but especially because I am an active person, and so being on board, I do want to keep up with my wellness and working out. Could you speak about any wellness programs that are on board that are unique to celebrity?
Yeah, you know, it's awesome, I have to say, because what we've really worked to create on board is an opportunity for our guests to not have to miss their regular routine should they choose, right? And it's all about choice. So between the large gym that we have aboard, between programmed classes, one-on-one training, nutritionists, opportunities to do BMI testing and talk through wellness, even just from like a holistic perspective with in conjunction with the spa. There's absolutely opportunity for guests who want to continue their daily life when they get on the ship. Some people choose to get on the ship and they're like, I want to get away from that all, and for 7 days I don't want to see a gym again. That tends to be me.
Vacation from the gym. No, I get it.
But it's also filtered through the lens also of our food and drink. So, you know, there's a big portion of guests today that are, if you've heard of the term, kind of sober curious, and are working through, they love the idea of great textural and taste drinks, but they don't want the alcohol. So we absolutely have a ton of non-alcoholic spectacular drinks that are really kind of custom made. We have the alcohol version too, but it's really about providing choice from both the wellness perspective physically, and then when it comes to food and drink, and having the opportunity to have the right menu items and offerings for guests to dine as they wish. And really that's what it's about. It's about ensuring that we have enough choice so that your guests can choose the vacation that they want, the experience that they want, rather.
That's great to know. And Katina, while we wrap up here, while we have a few more moments, did you want to leave our attendees with any last tidbits or any last tips or things that you want them to really walk away from this presentation with?
Thank you. So a couple things. First, thank you guys. Thank you for taking this time to share it with me. Time is money. I get it. And so for you to just spend this time hearing about celebrity, I'm so appreciative. Second, happy Travel Advisor Day and happy Travel Advisor Appreciation Month. Please make sure that you join us on Facebook and on thecelebritycommitment.com so that you can keep up to date with all of our offerings, all of our trainings and opportunities, and connect with us on Facebook and your local sales manager so that we can help you. It's really important that this is a relationship business. We all talk about how important that is. But what I think is equally important is that that relationship is really one-to-one. how you structure your business as a travel advisor, how you're operating your business, how you market your particular customer set is very unique to you. And our job is to hopefully not just provide a cookie cutter of everything. Our sales team is spectacular. And so connect with us one-on-one so that we can work through a proper strategic plan on how we help you grow, how we can help make sure that you've got the best tools, and that we can support you in the best way. So thank you.
And on behalf of CLIA and our attendees here, Katina, thank you for your time today. The presentation was flawless, the video was great, and all of the information that you've provided in the Q&A session has been invaluable. So thank you again, and we hope to see you all next time.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day. See you later.
Bye.